So let's talk about Dalek Invasion. What are they called? Dalek Invasion Earth 2150 AD, which is a remake, reformat film version of the TV version of Dalek Invasion Earth, which I just happen to have.
Nice.
On good old-fashioned DVD on your screen now. Look at that in all
SD
its
for the win.
pristine glory. And the reason I brought it down is because in the review I talk about some of the fantastic stills that this serial had when it was being promoted and when they were filming it. They actually took out the Dalek props and they took them out onto into London. And there's one shot just there. Can you see?
Not really.
No.
Just there. It's a bit blurry, isn't it?
Yeah, not really.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, okay. I'll describe it. It's two Daleks in Trafalgar Square, looking back at London's, looking at Marble Arch. So I mean that is one of the classic stills. Another one is when they were over Westminster Bridge, and you've got Big Ben in the background. That's another one. And it came from this serial, not from the film version, which was all shot either in studio or on the backlot of Shepperton Studios. And it everyone who was involved in the first film, which isn't very good. Let's be honest, it isn't very good. The second film is much better. It's got a much more story-driven plot. There are genuine stakes. The Daleks are mining the Earth's core to turn it into a rocket. Yeah, don't think about that. It's complete rubbish. And it's okay. You know, gone is the stupid slapstick and the kid pandering that the other one had. And it's to be replaced by a god-awful score that just permeates everything, which is a real shame. If they had a slightly better score, it would have been an even better film. The Daleks are fantastic. The effects are good. Peter Cushing, he's brilliant in it, of course. And this has none of the colour problems that you were talking about with the Studio Canal release there, Mark. It is absolutely stonking. Lovely. They've gone back to the original film elements. They've run it through the wetgate process. They've digitally cleaned up everything, and it looks immaculate. I mean, it's unbelievable. This film was from 1965 or whenever it was. Yeah, 65. Incredible, absolutely incredible. The sound is mono, LPCM mono, or was it DTH? Might be DTS HD. And that's okay. You know, you can't expect it to be much more than what it is. You know, it gets its information across. It's clear, perfunctory. There's no hiss or distortion. It can go pretty loud. That's great. Effects are good on it. But the picture is amazing, absolutely amazing. And is that worth the purchase price of that special edition? Maybe. If you really, really, really love the film and you want that special collector's coin, that may make the worth
it for the artwork.
Purchase worthwhile.
Worth it for the artwork.
For the artwork, yes. That's
people have been cross about the artwork though. What's the matter? Why are people cross about the artwork? I quite like it.
Well, it's from the original comics, isn't it? I mean, there's nothing. It's not out of character. It's, you know, it's canon. It's how they looked in the original comics. So I don't know.
I think they look really lovely. I think on artwork alone, I was like, oh, those are really nice. But I remember not liking the film, so I've not bought them. But I like the way they look.
There's a lot to like in the film. Actually, it's not the first one is a chore to get through. I find. Basically because it's too kiddie. Roy Castle, bless him, he's just falling all over the place, and it kind of ruins the film.
Dedication is what you need.
Even nice one, Mark. Even as like a 10-year-old, which I must have been 10 or 11 when I saw Doctor Who and the Daleks, I didn't get it. This was the time when I was
based on this one.
Yeah. This was the time when I was watching all of the, BBC reran one key story from each Doctor in the sort of late 80s.
Anniversary? Might have been the 30th anniversary.
Maybe it was. And so I was into Doctor Who at the time. And I just, I really disliked those movies when I was a kid.
Yeah. They kind of, but there's equally said, there's a whole raft of people who adore them. You know, the Daleks in colour, which is the first time you could see them. I mean, the films came and went. And they were a big thing because Dalek Mania was massive, absolutely massive at the time. So you can see why they did it. It's strange why they didn't go on to make the third film though. There were plans to turn The Chase, which was the film, which was the TV serial that was going on while Dalek Invasion Earth was being played. So there were plans to make another one, but I guess the producers went, "Oh no, we're done now. Daleks are done. We smashed up all our, we smashed them all up." They drove them all down the can to promote the film, and when they drove them back, they all fell off and they all come back broken. So yeah, they lost all the props. So there we go. What a shame.
Si, can I ask, mate? Have you got the full retail version, or did you get sent screener discs?
No, I got a screener.
All right, because I'm dying to know about the non-disc extras, because these $49.99 price points are really toppy.
Mark's a coin collector, and he really wants the Dalek coin.
He wants to
come through the big box.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, isn't it? Because I think I put in the thread, Studio Canal have released these on iTunes with the 4K restoration for $7.99.
Yeah.
Now that is cheap.
That is really cheap.
And yet they're asking for 50 quid for the box. Now I get that there'll be a slight quality bump potentially.
It's a big box.
But surely then it's the extras and the tat. And
like, it's a big box. It's like 6 feet wide, 10 feet.
It's a full replica Dalek, man. Come on, it's awesome. For 50
It's a heavy box, but it's a big box, right?
Is it as big as the Mulholland Drive one? I believe you could actually sleep in that. So I just wonder, because this is one of the biggest price point sort of disparities that I've seen between a digital version and a physical version. And I just,
it's bigger on the inside. That's brilliant.
Quality.
Thanks, Stu.
Nice.
That's Stuart Wright posting on the chat that it's bigger on the inside.
Wasted behind the camera, Stu. Wasted.
Yeah. And I'm wasted in front of the camera.